The road to uncertain. Uncertain Texas. Uncertain Texas lies on the border between Louisiana and Texas, about 200 miles south of Arkansas. Right about there. There. See it right there on the tip of Caddo Lake, right next to the Caddo Lake State Park? There's my hometown of Marshall down on the left bottom. Now, the locals in Uncertain tell me that the Marshallites have been draining the lake for toilet water for years, which is all fine and dandy because we don't want the good folk of Marshall to stink. But the captains of industry at Marshall have come up with a new plan, and it does stink. They want to turn an abandoned ammunition dump near Caddo Lake into a industrial park, even though the place is so toxic nothing can be built there. What they want is the water rights to the dump, so they can sell Caddo Lake to Dallas. That's how the big boys do it. Now, this is just what the locals in Uncertain were telling me why the lake was so low and fixing to get a lot lower. So I decided to hop in my truck and go take a look for myself. Bring my camera and maybe do some documentation. Lesson 1 in documentation filmmaking. Don't forget to remove the lens cap. Okay, there we go. Now we're ready. We're off to Uncertain Texas to see where all the water's going. Now, the road to Uncertain is a long one, so let me tell you a little bit something about Caddo Lake. The ecosystem there predates that of any other large lake in Texas and contains stands of bald cypress trees 250 to 400 years old. It's got a lot of old riverboat history, and it's a natural habitat for all them swamp creatures and thingies that you see on TV and the movies. Now, according to the Indians, Caddo Lake was formed by an earthquake. An Indian chief was warned by the Great Spirit to move his village from the lowlands, but he ignored it, and one day while he and his men were out hunting, the ground shook. When they returned, their village was gone beneath the water of the newly formed Caddo Lake. This could be a true story because in 1811, they had an earthquake that measured 8.9. This could have knocked down enough trees to form the Great Raft that dammed the Red River and formed Caddo Lake.
Caddo State Park right there.
Oh, Caddo State Park. Fond memories. I used to take my girlfriends there in high school to introduce them to nature. They got steamboat tours you can take right there on Caddo Lake. Ride around on a steamboat. All right, we're getting close now. Just a little bit further up the road. That's part of Caddo Lake right there. In there, it looks like we're hitting civilization. Why do we come here again?